Martian Wildcats! Something I'm trying out, guys. So today on the show, I go to the wonderful North by Northeast. Tejas reviews The Last of Us, which was apparently very good. And Ellie tells us why she prefers to be a hermit as opposed to actually go outside in the sunshine. So that's great. But first of all, I prepared a little something to, I know, it was pretty awesome.
A little bit awkward for me. Just like
I put the sound effects in it. Don't worry, it's all good. I prepared a little something just for you guys to check out all the fun and wonderful adventurous times that I had in North by Northeast, because obviously if I talked about it, we'd be here all fucking day. So instead, let's cram into a 2-minute sideshow. Yay!
This is Dar's Adventures at Toronto's NXNE. I got this cool pass that made me priority. Whenever I wore it, could get in for free and go wherever that I wanted to, that I'd please. And just so you know, it's like all over Toronto, so that was pretty much anywhere I wanted. I went to the mod club and there was this band, and they sounded Mexican, but they weren't bad. And so we were there for quite a while, and then we found these couches, and it was like sitting on a pile of sheep. They were really soft couches. Oh my gosh. The patio was pretty packed everywhere that we went to go. See, look at all these people. It's such a beautiful show. And then after we saw Billy Talent, because I had my pass, I could get Emily in for free. We were pretty wasted here. Oh, look at all these people that we got to go in front of because I have my party pass. You should get one too next year. And this is Billy Talent. Look at Ben, he's so cute. Hey Ben, what's up? How are you? And then we went to the hideout and we saw more bands, and I saw Ash Ketchum, and I was like, hey dude. And check out this guy, he was shredding and stuff. And everyone was drunk. And then the next day I went to the Garrison. This is the Garrison. The bathrooms are writing on the walls. And here's a story about turtles. I fucking love turtles. And then it was 3 a.m. and we were hungry, so I bought a pizza and won a free Coke. That's so awesome. And then NXNE was over. So here's some pictures of me hung over. I'm so hung over. I'm so hung over. I'm so hung over at 5 a.m. I'm so hung over with the kitty cat. With the kitty cat. I'm in the mirror not feeling very good. And then there's this app that helped me out so much. Now check out these cool bands.
We were searching for a homecoming.
That was Dar's Adventures at NXNE. Next year you should come and join me. There's lots of bands and comedy and movies too, and other stuff. Now let's get back to the show. Woo!
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that because I think I'm pretty good at making up with some sick rhymes. Pretty talented musical person, artist. I do drop a beat.
That was nice.
Yeah, thank you. I try. Oh my god, I just need to tell you this story, okay? So yesterday was the MMVAs.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
wait.
I didn't even care for that.
No. But like my brother
Yeah.
works there, right? So he like went out to the after parties. Wait, not yesterday, the day before, Sunday. So he was like out all night, and then it was the last day of NXNE. So like everyone was like fucking crazy. So I got home, I went to bed. Like I slept at his house, and I was like, oh, like where can I sleep tonight? And he's like, oh, like you can use my room. Thinking he wasn't gonna come home that night. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I got home at like 2-3, and then I just like pass out, and I was like, whatever. And then I wake up, and it's like he like kicks me, and he's like, yo, get on my bed. It's 12:30. I'm like, okay, like I guess you just got home. And then like I'm talking to him, we're sitting on the balcony, we're both like so dead, and he's like, how are you? What time did you get home? I'm like, oh, like 2 or 3. And he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, when did you get home? He's like, 5. And I'm like, wait, so why didn't you just like come kick me out? He's like, well, I got home and like I slept on the couch for a bit, and then I like went to go see if you were there, and you were still there. And I'm like, well, how would I have left? And he's like, yeah, so like then I just slept on the floor. I'm like, why would you go back to the couch?
Drunk logic. I just kicked you. I would have like rolled you
I wouldn't have let you
out
go
of my
first
bed.
of
He's
all.
like, I came home at 5 and I like, checked if you were there and you were there, and then I slept on the couch for a bit and I came back, you were still there. I'm like, where would I have gone at like 6? Like,
just left, you know, called the 6:20 last time.
I was actually dying. He's like, oh my god. I'm like, next we have Emily, who journeyed through the heat to get here in her pasty little white girl skin.
I look like red on my camera.
So, tell us about your journey.
My sister is so mean, okay? Usually I get a ride here because it's kind of far from where I live. And also it's like 20 minutes.
It's like 30 something outside.
Yeah, and it's like
Celsius.
sun, and it's like noon, so the
Fucking
sun's
Mary.
directly above head. And I have to walk here, and I was like dying, and I hate bugs too, so I don't know. It's been like, the way I walked, people just finished cutting the grass, like at the clay center. Oh my, I was like, my eyes.
It like blends into you. You're like,
That's like, this makes it even better. So first of all, it's deathly hot out. Second of all, walking down the street, getting like catcalled, which isn't cute, okay? I don't want guys think it's a compliment to girls, because it's not.
it's always when
It's
you're
always
the
the
duttiest. When you're like hungover, your face is like falling off. Like, you're like
like
a
two
coffee.
different shoes.
You can't even. You don't have enough energy to put it to your mouth, so you just like pour it on you. You're like, that was hotter. And then guys are like, hey, sexy. Like,
Like,
what?
Maybe I'm going a little too fast. It's so annoying though. Like, I don't think it's just weird.
Anything else to add to your rant?
I got like a sunburn and heat stroke.
Well, because you're like paper.
When I went to Florida, like the back of my neck was like black, and that was it. Not black. It was like I turned like tan for a day or two.
Well, I think the only time I've like almost burned was one time this part of my nose turned a little bit red and it hurt when I poked it, but then it went away in a couple hours.
Like when I went to Florida last time, I literally like every 5 seconds I was just applying sunscreen.
I don't think I don't actually need to use sunscreen.
I don't either.
Well, you should. It's good
I've
for
been
you.
sunscreen on like twice in my entire life.
Yeah, you guys, like you should wear sunscreen.
Fuck that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
That was Emily's rant about why she hates sunshine and she just had it on a hole for the rest of her
Like-
life. So next we have the wonderful Dar's dad, who is my father, in case we haven't noticed, because I'm Dar, giving us some wonderful.
Life is not
Well, it's not really advice this time. It's more I just asked him who his favorite artist was because.
Oh, yeah, you didn't give us a preview of this week's Star Dad, so.
Yeah, sorry.
We're
So
just a surprise you.
yeah.
in this segment here, or this little clip, we're gonna find out who my dad likes to listen to the most and who he listens to the least, and things he doesn't know about, which is pretty much the majority of the clip. So enjoy.
Wait, Dad, who's your favorite musical artist? Do you have one?
No,
Who's your least favorite?
I don't have anybody.
Well,
Brittany is one. And there was a girl who sung Umbrella. She's dead too.
Well, how'd she die?
No, she dead as a professional. She never sung again.
Okay.
Um,
Do you remember her name?
yeah, kind of Hillary Clinton. Hillary? Was it Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, probably.
No, I don't remember. But her name was Hillary.
Are you sure that's who sang that song?
Umbrella?
Yeah.
I thought so. But it may not be.
What about that lady guy?
Lady Gaga?
Yeah, do you like her?
She came after. No, I don't know. I know Celine Dion.
Oh, Celine Dion.
Yeah, she was top singer. She made $100 million.
If you had to pick one,
Mm-hmm.
which one? Just to be friends with.
I don't know.
Well, which one would you...
I don't have any preference here. I'll pick up Nikki. Does she sing?
Who's Nikki?
Nikki, your friend.
Oh, okay.
Does she sing?
I guess, yeah. Yeah, she sings.
Is she with the band now?
Yep.
What is the band name?
Oh, they haven't picked one yet.
Ricky Ricardo?
Yeah, that's it. That's what they're gonna call it.
Yeah. Ricky Ricardo.
If you had a band, what would you call it?
Doomsday.
Why? Why?
Live it up. Yeah, honestly, band live it up.
Why?
Because you never know when you are going to kick the bucket. So you live it up. The band's name, Live It Up.
Then what is Doomsday about?
I don't know. If you were singing blues.
That's pretty cool.
No, Live It Up is good.
It's better, right? Yeah. Should probably tell people.
Or go for Sweet and Sour.
It's pretty good. It's nice talking to you about
Yeah.
that stuff. Here, try one of these.
Oh, are you going or not yet?
I think I'm gonna. Good times.
So that was that. That was good. My dad likes Hillary Clinton. Hope you enjoyed that. So we're back. And we're talking about what are we talking about now? You play The Last of Us. A game that was out, when was it out?
Came out Friday.
Came out fucking Friday.
I beat it already.
Dude.
It was just,
You're a
like,
gamer champ.
I don't want to spoil anything. The reason I loved it so much, and the reason I'd give it a 10 out of 10, is because it's the first game in like 5 years that I've played where I didn't put it down. Like, I got it Friday morning, I played for 4 hours, and then I got hit with the autosave glitch where I'll explain that later. And then set to stop, and then start again. So I'm playing hard mode, I get like 4.5 hours into this game, and I still wanted to play it again. So I played for 4 hours, then another like 6 hours, and then Saturday I played for like 4 or 5 hours, and then Saturday night I got to the end of the game, and then I played it on hard, so I was like, I can't do this right now, I'm like, no sleep, so I beat it Sunday morning, and it was just, it's one of those games that like, everything about it was like a perfect 10. Like Last of Us is about, it takes place 20 years from now, so 2033. This fungus has taken over the world, and it's just sort of like infected the entire human population. And I really don't want to give away much of the story. So basically, Joel and this girl Tess are asked to transport this girl Ellie from, I can't remember where they started off, Boston to this rebel group called the Fireflies. And that's it. That's all you do. You have to smuggle her from one end of the country to the other, basically. And it's just, like, such a good story. And the game is so scary, and it's so, like, the writing is so beautifully written. And it's like Ellie is sort of like us as a gamer, because, like, she was born, she's 14 in the game, so she was born in the middle of the apocalypse, so she has no idea of anything before this. This is all she knows.
Oh shit.
And it was just so, like, touching, because I haven't played a game I was so
You're wondering what that horrendous speaking is? We have a
Fucking fan.
shitty ass fan.
It's not Emily's fault.
Oh my god, it's hot.
We tried
Oh,
to
yeah,
spray
it's hot.
WD-40 on it.
The
but-
WD-40 even more.
I think
So-
you did for like 5 minutes. And then,
All right.
sorry.
Well, back to your thing.
Where was I? Oh, yes. Just, I can't give it an honest review without spoiling anything, and I don't want to do that. So just take it for what it is. It's such a good game. If any of you guys read, there's this book called The Road by Cormac McCarthy, and the movie came out for that, I'd say 3 years ago, and it's basically that book. I felt like the ending could have, like, all games end with a climax, and this climax wasn't very climactic, or it wasn't as climactic as I was expecting. So if I was to lower the rating, it would just be like a 9.8. Like, it was just, it easily goes in my top 3 favorite video games of all time, and I've played this game for 3 days.
So since we've been talking video games so much today, we're actually gonna break it down for you. Give you our top 3. Tejas, you're up because I can't think.
Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 4, because it closed off the story. So, like, Metal Gear 1 was the beginning and 4 was the end. Although 5 is coming out, that's sort of like a half prequel.
Yeah.
But, like, it goes Metal Gear Solid 1, 4, and then The Last of Us. It was just, all 3 of these games are so complete. Like, there's not one thing about either of these games that I don't like. And they're just so polished.
Luigi's Mansion for GameCube because that was like my all-time favorite game when I was younger. I loved it. I thought it was so good, and like it was so hard to beat for me because I was like really young. So, and like it just brings back a lot of good memories. I'll still play it and beat it now. Hard. I'd have to say Super Smash Bros. Melee because that's another game where I can just play it over and over. Like,
That's the thing with fighting games, though. Like, even Smash Bros. I can't play it for myself.
oh my god, I will play
I
it
need
by
a party
myself.
there. I need a party there.
I'll play it by myself for hours. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Such a good game.
That would be 4.
Yeah, like that's just, I can beat that. That's another game where I'll just play it over and over again. And like it's
So
the
pretty.
art, the like sounds in the game, like down to the sounds that Link makes when he's in wolf form, like when he's digging, are so nice. Like
And he like slobbers and stuff.
yeah, and like the Dark Realm of it. Oh, yeah.
All right, my top 3. But if you said Twilight Princess, then I'm good with leaving it out of mine. So number 1, Heart Gold or Silver or Soul Silver, whichever. They're like the same. But my second one would have to be. Okay, you guys probably haven't heard this game, but
She's so.
it's just a game, okay? It's Legend of Mana for PS1.
We were talking about this the other day.
Oh my fucking god, that game is so fun to me. It's stupid. Like, you get to raise these like monsters and they fight with you, and you can build a fucking robot, and you can like have a fucking orchard. There's so much like, I like games where there's like side stuff, you know, which not just the story. Yeah. And then the third one, I like Final Fantasy, but I'm like, they're all kind of the same to me. But Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is like my fucking favorite. If you guys haven't played it and you're like, hey, Final Fantasy's so fucking weak, play this game, because this game is not like any other Final Fantasy you've ever played, and like it's another hack and slash one, and it's just, I don't know, just the graphics are really cool, and like the storyline's all like amazing, and it's just like it's really like, there's not, the thing that pisses me off about Final Fantasy is it's really like, there's like, oh, fucking like spaceships and fucking, there's a lot of like NPCs telling you have to go here and there, but this one has a lot more fighting and like magic, and you just get right to the point, and it's awesome. So definitely check that out too. Okay, my music recommendation for today. Yeah, so I worked the mod club last week for NXNE and this band called Lexico played. So it's ICO. And I honestly thought that, like, I was reading their description, they're from New Orleans, I was a little bit iffy on them. I'm like, I don't know how they're gonna sound. They got like fucking trumpet players up there. This might get weird. But honestly, they were so cool, and by the end of the show, like, everyone was so into it. People were, like, dancing, like, half of them were salsaing, half of them were, like, moshing. It was insane, and it was, like, one of the guys' birthdays, so we're all, like, doing this thing, and we're all, like, happy birthday! Like, it was fucking awesome, and I'm pretty sure, like, it sounds like from my experience, you're like, oh, that's just because you saw them live. But I honestly, like, their songs are really good. And oh my god, I had a bump in my throat, sorry. They were catchy, too. Like, I was, like, humming it on the way home. And, like, you just gotta check them out. They're honestly, like, nothing you've ever heard before. They take the best elements of rock and the best elements of, like, salsa music, and they just make it into this modern-day thing, and it is so cool. So, Calexico, check them out. You will not regret it.
Calexico.
Caleal. Yeah. Xico. Calexico.
Emily.
I am recommending Brand New's album Daisy because I don't know, when they first came out, I didn't really like it because it didn't like sound the same as all their other stuff. It's like Deja and Tender was my favorite fucking album. Oh my god, like I love Brand New. Okay, and I like never really listened to Daisy, so I was like, But recently I just started listening to it so much, and like I love it now.
That's good.
Like I just love it. Like the song Daisy is amazing on the album. I know, and like Be Gone, one of my favorites.
Today I'm gonna recommend 3 soundtracks. One of you guys can pick from one of the 3 to listen to. I'm gonna recommend either the Last of Us soundtrack, the Metal Gear Solid 4 soundtrack, or the Lost soundtrack, as in like Lost TV show. The one song that I remember from all 3 is Old Snake. And I think it's called Love. It's just like such a song. It just fits the game so well.
God, I love that.
Like
Anyways, those are our those are our music recommendations for this week. So check out Calexico, check out Brand New, and check out video game soundtracks from The Last of Us, Metal Gear Solid, and the TV show Lost, and none of you will regret it. And by all means, if you have things that we would like to know
leave
about,
it in the comment section, please.
What are your favorite video games?
Yeah, do that.
Thanks for watching another glorious episode of Russian Wildcats. And I promise next time we'll try and make this place look a little like scrungy and kind of nice to look at. And also, we won't have a shitty fan.
So yeah.
Lowe's WD-40.
Here, I'll show you what it fucking looks like.
It's pretty shit.
Oh, there goes the plug. This is what we've been fucking using. Comment, like, and subscribe.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.